All right, so yesterday I was led to a cemetery with some ghost hunters. Yes. Um, didn't know what I was going to do with my Saturday, so I went on Facebook and was looking up some events. And there was a group that was meeting up for dinner and then hanging out at the cemetery from, I think we got there around a little before 8 until about 11 o'clock. A group that's been doing it for many, many years, all ages in there. And it was really interesting, and I just felt led to go there, so I did. So they taught us a couple different things, and this was an app that they use called Spirit Talker. It's like $5 on here. And, you know, a lot of these apps, we just don't expect them to be real and things like that, but too many coincidences for me to say that it's not working, because it does work. I was crossing over a tombstone with the name Charlie on it as my phone was saying the word Charles on it. I'll have to put that together. I don't want to do all this cutting stuff. I just want to get this information out. But so what I'm saying is, can I move me? Can I move me? Is it going to let me move me? Zooming me in. Hold on. Go smaller, Shauna, smaller. It's not letting me move. I don't know what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna go. All right, so the word right there, perdition. I never knew what that word was, perdition. Also, I'm not a ghost, just so we know this. Make that clear. But the word perdition, I never heard it before, but it came up on here, right? It also says I'm a miracle, and there's destruction coming, and they're absolutely right. I already saw that. I already knew that. So, what is perdition? Perdition means utter ruin, destruction, and loss. So Judas was called the son of perdition in John 17:12. It refers to the destiny of those utterly rejecting God. It's not a place, but it's a condition, an eternal separation and destruction from your spirit, from your soul. Okay, so because I had that word and I was able to look things up, it also led me to the meaning of hell. What is hell? Hell, which is also Hades in Greek and Sheoul in Hebrew. It's the realm of the dead, right? So it's not necessarily always a punishment, more like the holding place of souls before Christ's resurrection. And then it says in older texts, it means simply the grave. And then when Jesus descended into Hades, which talks about it in Acts 2:27 and Ephesians 4:9. So the revelation that God gave me and led me, because I'm like, okay, people are going to freak out that I'm hanging around, you know, ghosts and all this stuff. And obviously I've been in a journey, but that's because God's called me to be in this journey, and it doesn't look like everybody else's. We all have our path. But so Jesus descended into lower parts of the earth and led captivity captive. That's Ephesians 4:8 and 10. Jesus was crossing souls over, just like ghost whisperers and mediums and all this stuff. These people are helping spirits cross over. Jesus did the same thing. It says in 1 Peter 3:18-20, he preached to spirits in prison. 1 Peter 4:6, the gospel was preached to the dead. Acts 2:27-31, his soul went to Hades, but was not abandoned. So what did we say Hades was? Right? It's the realm of the dead. Where is that? Cemeteries. Where are we? And then in Colossians 2:15, it says he disarmed the powers of darkness. So I really like how it says this. Together, this shows that Jesus entered the realm of the dead, proclaimed his victory, and released souls who were awaiting redemption. That's why many early Christians understood cemeteries as holy grounds, because Christ turned the grave from a place of captivity into a doorway to resurrection. Excuse me, dry mouth. All right, so last night we stood in that cemetery, sensing the spiritual activity, and I got reminded of something powerful in Scripture. So the Bible tells us that Jesus himself went to the realm of the dead, what many call hell, Hades. He set them free. In Acts 2, Peter quotes the Psalm saying, "You will not leave my soul in Hades, nor allow your Holy One to see corruption." This means Jesus truly entered death, but he didn't stay there. Ephesians chapter 4 says that before Jesus ascended into heaven, he first descended into the lower parts of the earth, and there he led captivity captive. So imagine he went to the very place where souls were bound, and he set them free. 1 Peter tells us that Jesus preached to the spirits in prison, and that the gospel was proclaimed even to the dead, so they might live according to God in the Spirit. All right, so the difference is of hell, which is Hades or Sheol. It's the grave, it's the realm of the dead. Perdition means ruin, destruction, the condition of being cut off from God. The lake of fire that's mentioned in Revelation is the final judgment where even death and hell are cast away forever. That's the millennium. Okay, so everybody tried to make it look like the lake of fire is scary, but that was not the true meaning of what it was for. All right, so the meaning of God having me stand in the cemetery, it means that because of Jesus, the grave is no longer a place of hopelessness or hopeless captivity. Cemeteries are not just places of death, they are reminders of resurrection. Where others may sense lost spirits, we can proclaim that Christ has already crossed over the faithful. He turned death into a doorway to life. So when we stand among the graves, we're standing in the same place Jesus went, to declare freedom, light, and hope. The same power that broke chains in the underworld is alive today, and we can speak peace to restless souls, reminding them of one who already opened the way home. So, like I said, I have more to talk about and share and all this stuff, but I only get 10 minutes on here. Jesus brought me there for a reason, and they were speaking to us, and they were making things light up that shouldn't have been lighting up, but because of their spirit and their presence, they were listening. Their spirits are lost in there, and it's really important that people start to respect the spirits that are stuck wherever they're at. It doesn't have to be just in a cemetery. If you get paranormal activity in different homes and things like that, there's a restless or a tired spirit. It doesn't always have to be an unclean spirit. It's just a spirit that got trapped and wants to go home. There was one that we were all kind of standing around, and my phone, my spirit talker said Dorothy, and I had just gotten a picture of Dorothy from Wizard of Oz from Goodwill, and basically then I just saw this vision of her clicking her heels and saying, "I want to go home." These spirits want to go home. They don't want to keep roaming around in this half-veil realm. They're tired. They're lost and they're tired. Perdition is being lost and tired. So please pray for the spirits that are stuck. Like the Day of the Dead and all that. Everybody, especially Christians, like freak out about all that stuff. Jesus walked to cemeteries and death, and he passed spirits over. He was the bridge in the gap. The veil in between. That is what this all meant of Jesus going to hell, right? Hell is where these grounds are that spirits are stuck. That's hell. It's all around us. However, you can walk over hell. You can walk through it and not allow it to affect you when you are walking with Jesus. He walks you through it. So everywhere I go, nothing phases me, nothing bothers me, because I just already know. I already know Jesus is with me. I have nothing to fear. So please stop being afraid of mediums and psychics and tarot card and all. They might not know Jesus yet, however Jesus is using them, because Jesus did the same things that they are doing. He crossed spirits over to the other side. So this was amazing revelation. I'm so glad that I went and I wasn't afraid. He said to be curious like a child, you guys. So open your mind, expand your mind, because incredible, amazing things are going to be happening, and we're experiencing a time that we've never experienced before. Okay, so if you feel called to go pray at a grave and go preach the gospel to some headstones that they would love some company, they would really love some company, go do that. Go do that and tell the children to stop drinking beer there, because that's terrible. I had to pick up so much garbage over there. All right, time to go to church. Love you guys. God bless.